She's got 10 points. 3 Liberty players in double digits as the quick response from Cunningham, as she has 7 points. Fibic with 10, Stewie with 15, and Ionescu with 12. That pass partially deflected as it gets to Cloud. Back to Ionescu, wing 3 is good. Ionescu and Stewart each with 15 points. Mentioned it in the first half. Those two have had 3 games where they each scored 20, and they are sniffing their 4th game this season. As Mitchell misses that attempt, but Howard volleyballs it to herself and gets it back out. Boston dials up long distance. Her connection not made, and here's Sabrina. Nice backdoor cut by Stewart. Even better find by Ionescu. Wnba.com or visit the WNBA app. Kelsey Mitchell tries to answer, but her attempt no good. And guess who's there for the rebound? Breanna Stewart with her 10th. She's got a double-double here with 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. And she is 5 assists away from a triple-double. Izzy Harrison loses that. Here comes Sophie Cunningham.
I'll tell you what, Sophie Cunningham throughout this game has just continued to bring motor. Just working hard, making blue-collar plays and helping her team. Right there, setting up Ari McDonald, hustling to get a steal on the defensive end. And she's just hustling out there. Same thing for Lexi Ho.
She has been like a general on the floor. Great point by you, Roz. We're going to get another look at this 3 here.
And Ari McDonald catches the defense way too sagging off of her and daring her into that shot. You know, and they were quick misses, and the Liberty were going the other way. So it's just a tough balance to figure out what's the right one to take within the rhythm of the offense when you're open.
Stewie, turnaround jumper a little short. Nice defense there by Boston. To your point about Cunningham, both sides of the floor, she never stops talking. She's constantly communicating with her teammates, directing them on both ends.
She's been a good addition to the team, and don't forget, she had some moments where she was out with injury in her ankle, and so she stabilized and kind of worked her way into a role here for the team.
That midi from Cloud, no good. Here comes Hull, cut off at the pass, and it's Liberty ball. What defense by Cloud. Gets to the spot, put her right. Harrison joins the 3-point party. Liberty shooting 47%, they're 8 of 17 from downtown. Harrison has 7 points. She's a perfect 3 of 3 from the field.
And Liberty have 21 assists on 26 made field goals. Outstanding.
3 to shoot. Hull has to pull. No good. Draws air. That's a shot clock violation and a turnover. It'll be Liberty ball as Indiana now shooting 32% from the field.
Over the last 2 games, the Liberty have been really locked in on what they're trying to achieve defensively. Being on a string, rotating, communicating, stopping points in the paint, being tough, finishing with a rebound. And that defense leads to offense for them.
It's too easy for Breanna Stewart as she goes in on Lexi Ho and puts it up and in. 19 points, 10 boards, 6 assists.
Stewie walked her down. That was just one-on-one park play.
Here's Cunningham doing it again, hits the 3. Now has 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from deep.
Sophie Cunningham is in the face of adversity right now. Liberty up big. She just brings a toughness wherever she's at. She doesn't back down.
Colson a little out of control there. Oh, look at the hands by Breanna Stewart. She's doing everything, picks up the steal, gets it to go, and she's fouled. You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her.
Game by game here, they've been getting more whole, getting more players back that were injured and rejoining the roster, responding from a tough road trip. getting their defense to look better. And that's the kind of momentum they want into the All-Star break. And on the other side, you know what's waiting? Jonquel Jones.
Why they started 3-1, and now this game here tonight, I know no Caitlin-Clark, but there's so much that Jonquel Jones brings to this team. She is an all-world player. As Liberty get another turnover, but Hull able to run it down and get it to Cunningham.
Well, if Jonquel Jones didn't get injured, she most certainly would have been an all-star.
100%.
You know, and the Liberty looked discombobulated when Jones went out at first.
Ari McDonald was riding Sabrina Ionescu the whole way down. And
this is anchored in their defense. And the Fever are the top field goal percentage shooting team in the league. The Liberty are holding them well below that.
Ball goes inside here to the rookie, Michaela Timpson, but guess who's there to defend it? She got taken to school by Brianna Stewart.
And check out this lineup. Stewie is the point guard right now. This has happened a few times. Something they feel very comfortable with. Stewie, there's going to be a turnover here or a fumble of the ball, but they are very comfortable.
Right now, where to go, what to do, who to cover. It was a pretty impressive, and then Steffi, of course, stepped right in with the X's and O's.
Thanks for that, Tina.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
You know, and just the spirit you're trying to see from Caitlin-Clark, who has a lot on her shoulders. Like, this is highly disappointing to have to play through injuries. This is something she's never experienced in her career before. She's literally never missed a game in her entire college and WNBA career before this season. And so she's learning on the fly, like, how to be a player that's hurt. And with all eyes on the world on her, this team, all the expectations, and certainly with All-Star Weekend coming to Indianapolis and getting banged up again with the groin, I don't know if we should expect to see her in a three-point contest or play in that game, understanding what the long-term season team mission is for the Fever.
Timeout, Sandy Pickford. Her game is taken away by those nagging injuries.
I think it has a lot to do with the poor shooting efficiency, the high turnovers. Although in the midst of all of that, she's still highly productive and had some iconic big-time plays this season and is big impact when she's on the court for her team.
When she's on the floor, there's a magnifying glass right next to her. You cannot ignore when Deuce Deuce is on the floor for the Fever. 7 seconds to shoot here for McDonald. No good off the back of the iron. Timpson came in, skied for that rebound, but couldn't corral it. As Jalen Sherrod getting her first run with Maureen Johannes, Izzy Harrison. Nice two-woman game there with the French import and Johannes, but she is blocked. Is Harrison by Timpson. Great hustle by the rookie to get back. She's been impressive in her first year. Here's Damiris Dantas, no good. And Harrison, you could tell the Fever are feeling the effects of the back-to-back. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Niara Sabali set to check back in as Sherrod goes down, runs into Dantas, and here's Timpson. Ball knocked away by Sabrina Ionescu, and she turns around and says, "Get out of here."
The Liberty are up 21 points, and here's
there. She's got 4 points. Ionescu trying to break down McDonald. Tried to find her former Oregon Duck teammate, but a turnover for the Liberty. Great hustle by Sherrod. Nice shot there by Dantas. She's got 7 and 5 as that heave by Ionescu is off the mark.
About the damage that Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu have held the starting unit, but tonight the Liberty also have 18 points from the bench. And they are getting a lot out of the entire roster.
Niara Sabali hasn't attempted a shot, so the 4 of the 5 other Liberty starters, 22 of 39, make that 23 of 40 from the field, and 58 points as Cloud gets that layup to go in. Firing on all cylinders is Sandy Brondello's squad. Dantas, no shot, no basket, but she's fouled before. That's going to be on Sabali. Excuse me, that's on Natasha Cloud. They showed Micah Parsons during the break. He's here in Celebrity Row. He got booed. and he looked surprised. Micah, this is Giants and Jets territory, not Cowboys territory.
Anyway, we welcome all the fans to watch women's basketball.
Dantas gets fouled. That % free throw shooter. Hey, come visit WNBA All-Star Weekend upcoming. This is the last game for both of these teams before the All-Star break. We mentioned it at the top. Liberty with a win as Cloud can't get that to go. Sabali tracks it down, but she's on the sideline. It'll be Indiana ball.
Honor has joined the Mercury from the Fever, and it's looked like a very nice fit. She started today, but the previous 2 games, like it can take time to come back from that. You know, it's
a testament to every player on this team, their head coach, Stephanie White, everybody on the coaching staff, keeping everybody together in lockstep and trying to meet those expectations that everybody had for them at the beginning of the season. Nice look inside to Cunningham from Colson. What a vet pass there by Sydney Colson.
Great pass, great cut, 2-player game. Sophie Cunningham has not stopped working on either end of the court.
Here's Cloud, corner 3, bingo! Liberty 10 of 20 from downtown. Here's Boston, tries to answer. It was online, but a little too strong for Aaliyah Boston.
And Aaliyah Boston just has not had her shooting touch in the last 2 games. Even in the last game against Boston, in Boston against the Connecticut Sun, just hasn't been able to find that stroke. But still, even though she's from the Virgin Islands in St. Thomas, she grew up, spent a lot of her youth in Massachusetts. So it's a huge honor for her.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. Let's be honest.
I know, especially also with Boston campaigning, they'd like to have a WNBA team there.
Right.
But she's crushing it. She's also an investor in an NWSL team, Boston Legacy FC. Like, she's crushing it on and off the court. But pre-game, we saw all her teammates wearing the Aaliyah Boston Slam cover shirts. The entire team was wearing it before the game.
And you know something that was very cool last night? Her and Tina Charles. It was a physical game between the Sun and the Fever last night. And Tina Charles, after the game, as Sabali hits that baseline jumper and a timeout by Stephanie White. But you saw
the Liberty are a very disruptive team. They lead the league in steals. They're amongst the top in blocks. Like, they're long and active.
5 steals, 9 blocks tonight, and 26 assists on 32 made field goals. Mitchell turns on the motor, gets it out to Cunningham. We almost had a wedgie. Somewhere Ian Eagle is smiling. Liberty have led by as many as 26. They're up by 20 here as Stewie looking to add to her point total of 22. 5 to shoot. Gets it to Cloud, steps into a 3. Doesn't get it to go. Went on a bit of a heater in that first quarter, had 9 points. And scored 9 total points in the previous game against Atlanta.
And right now, Liberty defense making it tough for the Fever to even get feet in the paint.
Cunningham, a long 3 to beat the shot clock, doesn't get it to go, and then heads up play by Timpson.
You know, the Fever need it too, but they're also on the second of a back-to-back.
Cunningham loses it. Here comes Sabali, gets it over to Stewie, lays it up, puts it in. Excellent work on the break, as we've seen all season long by New York.
Unselfish play. The Liberty thrive when they can beat the defense down the court.
Season average in the paint was 34.9 points for New York tonight. 40 points in the paint as Mitchell gets that to go. Foul on Stewie. And with Caitlin-Clark missing her 10th game, in the 9 games she did miss, you watch Kelsey Mitchell operate. I'm not saying she's never elevated her game before, but she's elevated it to another level.
Now, Kelsey Mitchell is a bucket, and this is someone who had been putting work in, you know, who was an all-star before Caitlin had gotten there. But, you know, now there's just so many pieces, important pieces there for the Fever that they also can contend.
Izzy Harrison will head to the line after that foul by Dantas.
But it was really, really important. Her leadership, what she provides in production. And so when we talk about all the free agent acquisitions that the Fever group that continue to make this team go.
Izzy Harrison hits on a pair. She's got 9, part of that bench mob that you brought up. Now with 20 points. Brianna Stewart leading the way for New York with 24. She's got 11 rebounds and 7 assists. Here's Dantas, gets around Harrison and lays it up and in as Rebecca Gardner looking to check back in the game. Ionescu and Brianna Stewart getting a much-needed rest before they head to the All-Star game, and an offensive foul here called on Leone.
I'm excited.
In the skills and the three-point.
In the skills and the three-point. And Natasha Cloud's in the skills.
Yes. As Hull hits that 3.
Took a few seasons before she had a healthy off season to really work on her game. And literally was working on things like jumping off of 1 foot or 2 feet to finish at the rim. And so now, like, the bag is deep, and every single season she improves.
Oh, Maureen Johannes, the wizard, answers the bell with the wing 3.
1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. Maureen Johannes can get that shot off anyhow, anyway.
Dantas doesn't have the answer. We have a sellout here in Brooklyn as a foul. Who's on the bench. Had 8 assists earlier in this season. She supplanted that with a new season high. She has 9 here tonight. As Gardner plants one from the corner.
And the Liberty have 27 assists on 35 made field goals. 28 now, correction. They are just so unselfish. And it becomes contagious.
And another steal. That pass deflected. Gardner, a little Euro. And during that Euro step, she got tied.
They've beaten the defense down the court. I also think it's been a really complete effort from the Liberty. 27 points off the bench. Like, Isabel Harrison has been fantastic. Maureen Johannes is explosive and exciting.
Here's Burke. Oh, she's got another one from the wing. Liberty lights out from downtown, 13 of 25 from the land of the 3. McDonald gets that pass swatted away by Gardner. Here the Liberty come on the break. Johannes, good! And another timeout from Stephanie White. The Fever to just under 36% shooting from the field and just under 27% from downtown. Indiana 8 of 30, make that 8 of 31.
You know, interestingly enough, with the scheduling, as Ari McDonald gets to the cup, coming out of the All-Star break, the Liberty see the Fever again at Barclays.
Yes, July 22nd, right out of the break, New York continues its 8-game homestand as Harrison dials it up, but comes up with the backboard there. And then after they finish that 8-game homestand, 8 of their next 10 will be on the road. So it'll be a test for the Liberty after being very comfortable here in the friendly confines for the next 4 games of this 8-game homestand. Couldn't have made the schedule any better surrounding the All-Star break and being at home.
Well, they had that tough stretch where they were on the road against the Storm, the Mercury, the Dream. That was kind of rough, right when they went through their injury bug. So it was a tough test of the schedule on
For that upcoming schedule there, right out of the gate of the All-Star break, you have Indiana and Phoenix. And you've been mentioning it all game how Dewana Bonner and Alyssa Thomas picked up like they never left off in Connecticut. Nice follow there by the rookie, Michaela Timpson. And it is academic now. Shot clock is turned off. Liberty up by 21. 17,000 plus, 88-77 over a very weary Indiana Fever team who came down from Boston last night.